Hello, good morning, students.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Miss. Hello, good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Miss.
How are you today? I hope you always good and always be healthy. So, students, before we continue our material for today, let us pray together. The prayer begins. The prayer finish. Okay, students. Here I want to check your present list. So, Ega, all of students present today.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. So, student, here I want to give a suggestion for you. Before we continue our material, I just hope you please don't make any noises or make some noises because it is very important the material that will you know and you learn for today. So, okay, good. So, here I want to give you a question about something that will be related for the material. So, have you ever heard or joined the OSPEC for the first time when you were be a student?
Yes, Miss. Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss. Yeah, of course. Okay. So, why I ask? Because it is related for our material today. That will you learn for today. So, before we continue or before we come to our main material, please watch this video and enjoy it.
Here I want to tell my experience as a freshman at Palangkaraya University. Initially, I felt ospek, now known as Pengenalan Kehidupan Kampus Mahasiswa Baru, KKMB, or Introducing Campus for the Freshmen, was complicated because my friends and I had to prepare our stuff that our senior assigned us to be brought at that time. The first day of PKKMB, we brought a small fan, brought silver cardboard, light stick, red layer, and others. Actually, I did not get the idea about what these stuffs were for until we gathered at the big sport area at our university and shouted our yelling. Since the numbers of students in our faculty could only reach about 500 students, so the stuff are the properties for yelling as loudly as possible, and instead I felt very happy to do it. Each faculty got the time to present its performance. It was so crowded and amazing at the same time. But the weather was rather hot. I thank God because we had our fan. We spent about 4 hours there before heading back to our faculty. On the PKKMB day, I had to wake up very soon around 4:30 in the morning because all of us had to be on time for the activity that was held at 6 o'clock. We ended up at 5 in the afternoon. The schedules were filled by many activities, both formally by our lecturers and informally by our seniors. On the third day, I remember we grouped in several groups, and each group would be guided by a senior. We went around the university to see the facilities and what actually we could do. I never imagined that my university even had a great and comfy library. For me, the first day and second day of PKKMB was unforgettable, but the third day to the fifth day was also fun. The PKKMB was held for a week, and at the end, I was very sad. I think that was I can tell you about my PKKMB experience. Thank you.
Okay, student, after you watch the video, what do you think?
Or can you guess the video that relates to our material today?
That's the university orientation.
Yes, so today we will learn about recontext, and the main material that we learn are about definition of recontext, social function, generic structure, and language features. I want to ask you, student, do you know what's the definition of recontext?
No, miss.
No, miss, I don't know.
Okay, as you can see on the PPT, the context is that retell something that's happened in the past time. And do you know what is social function of the context?
No, miss.
Okay, social function of the context is to entertain or to inform to the reader about experience, story, action, and activity that happens in the past time. If you don't have any question, we will continue to the generic structure.
Okay, students, for the next, we will learn about generic structure and language features of the recontext. Do you know how many generic structure of recontext and what are they? Okay, no, I won't tell about recontext for us. Okay, student, we can see the generic structure of recontext. First, we can see orientation. This section usually describes the setting of the story, such as the time, place of the incidents. Second, event. This section describes the events in sequence from event A to event B. Okay, last, we can see reorientation. It contains the repetition and closing of the story. Next, language features of recontext using simple past tense. In example, the freshman was complicated, I had, we broke, I did, we went, etc. Using non-phrase, the freshman was complicated, a small fun, etc. Using chronological connection, first, since, and but. Using linking verb, was, were, won, etc. Okay, student, you can see this is the text of the context about introducing campus. Based on this text, can you show which are the orientation, event, and reorientation? Okay, for now, I want one student to mention it. You did? Can you mention it?
Okay, miss. In the recontext, there are three generic structures. The first is orientation, event, and also reorientation. And based on the text, orientation is start from here I want to tell my experience as a freshman at Palangkaraya University. And for the event, it start from initially until for me the first and second. That's all about the event. And for the reorientation, it is start from I think that was I can tell you about my PKKMB experience.
Okay, good answer. So, it is the generic structure. Okay, student, you can see the words in bold red. Students, you can see the words in bold red are an example of past tense, and the green ones are an example of a chronological connection. Okay, student, do you have any question? Okay, student, do you have any question? Okay, if you don't have any question, I hope you understand about our material today. Okay. Okay, students, that's all about material of today. About generic structure, I hope you understand the material and see you next week. Thank you for today. Yes, miss.
Yes, miss, I understand.
Yes, miss.
So, this is the assignment.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay, time is out. Let's check exercise A together, and for exercise B, please send the answer to Google Classroom. Okay, the question number 1. Mention the orientation of the text. Anyone wanna try to answer it?
Me, Miss, I want to try.
Yes, please.
The answer for number 1 is I spent my last summer holiday in Seoul, South Korea. I went there with my friends. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. And for the question number 2, mention the event of the text. Anyone wanna try?
Miss, can I try to answer number 2? Okay. For the event, on the first day, I was landed at Incheon Airport around 7 a.m. after a 6 hours long flight. Then, I went to Seoul by train and checked into the hotel I already booked. I decided to take a rest for a while. At night, I went to Hongdae, a famous district in South Korea. I went to eat traditional Korean food. On the next day, I went to the Gyeongbokgung Place and National Museum. I also went to learn how to make kimchi and see the scenery of Seoul from Seoul Tower. I went back to the hotel at 10 p.m. and immediately went to sleep. I spent my last day in Myeongdong and bought some stuff and souvenirs for my family and friends. I also ate the street food there. I went to the airport at 3 p.m. because the flight was at 5 p.m. Miss, that's all about my answer. Thank you, Miss.
Yes, that's right. And for the question number 3, mention the reorientation of the text. Anyone want to try?
Me, Miss. Can I try, Miss? Okay, the answer from number 3 in the last paragraph. I had a fantastic experience in South Korea and made wonderful memory with my friends. It was a great trip. Okay, Miss, that's all about answer of number 3. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. And the question number 4, what the social function of the text? Anyone want to try?
The social function of the text is to entertain or to inform the readers about writer's experience about the summer holiday in Seoul.
Yes, that's right. And for the last question, or the question number 5, mention at least 3 simple past tense of the text above. Anyone want to try? Me, Miss. Number 5. First, I spent my last summer holiday in Seoul, South Korea. And the second, on the first day, I was landed at Incheon Airport around 7 a.m. And on the third, I went to Seoul by train and checked into the hotel I already booked. Yes, that's right. Is there any students whose the answers are correct?
Me, Miss.
Wow, that's great. Give applause. Okay. So, students, recount is retell something that happened in the past life. The social function of recontext is to entertain and to inform the reader about experience story that happened in the past life. And there are 3 generic structure of recontext. The first is orientation, which describe the setting of the story, and the second one is event, which describe the events in sequence from event A to event B, and then the last is reorientation, it's the repetition and the closing of the story. And there are some of language features in recount text. The first is using past tense, and then using noun phrase, and then using chronological connection, and then the last is using linking verbs.
Yes, students. Before we ended our class this morning, I have a question for you. Did you understand the material for today?
Yes, I understand, Miss.
I understand, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss, I understand.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, good. So, I hope you understand our material about recount text, which there are the definition, social function, the generic structures, and also language features. And for the last, I hope stay safe, stay healthy, and always be happy. Thank you, students, and good morning.
Thank you, Miss. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Miss.
Good morning, Miss.